All right, here we go. I don't know about any of you other folks, but you ever have one of them vehicles that just kind of seems to be a curse, never can quite get to it? Welcome to this here Corvette. So this is our good friend Dave's, and it's been here for a long time. Every time I try to go get parts for it, the first time threw a rod through the block of the 2019 dually out there. If y'all follow this channel, I'm sure you're familiar with that. Then parts sold, and it's just been a pain, man. I ordered in some stuff and then got busy doing other things. So we are finally here. So today we're going to strip down this front end, take everything apart, and we're going to show you how to do it as we figure it out. So first things first, I'm going to go ahead and get it jacked up over here and get it on jack stands so I can drop these front tires, because we are going to have to pull the wheel liners out to begin.
A few moments later.
Turns out I was being tidbit ridiculous, so I came over here to the driver's side, and it's way easier than I even thought it was. So they give you a little access panel, actually, so you don't have to pull the entire wheel liner. The only thing I've removed so far is there is 2 7 mils up here by the tire. So when I had the wheel turned this way, I reached it in there with a ratchet and took those 2 7s out to make it easier. Now with the wheel turned this way, we're going to take out these 3 that go into the bumper. So that's going to happen first. I'll tell you, these fast cars are made real low to the ground, so it's kind of tough to get up under here, but we'll freaking give her a go. I had the other side jacked up a little bit. So I ended up pulling this little guard off here as well, just to make life easier. I can get my head under there because it was getting in the way of my eyes. But let me see where I can get. You couldn't see that, but I just did a super ninja move. Alright, so now there is 3, let me get my light, 3 7 mils down here, 1 there, 1 there, 1 there. Take those 3 out, and this whole little plastic doodadder just comes right out, and then you can access, there's going to be 2 10 mils up here. So that's what we're going to do. Make sure you just throw your screws on the ground so you can run them over with tires. That's super important. All right, now this is where it gets interesting, right? So, I tried a lot of things for this earlier, but if you look up there, and I'll circle them on the screen, there's 2 studs with 10 millimeter nuts on them. Those 2 10 mils have to come off, and then this whole bumper should come free on this corner. I actually know it does, but all right, where did I put? There it is. So I started off with some real long extensions and a 10 mil for that power ratchet and a swivel, and it was such a nightmare, right? Then I realized, oh, I should just get this tiny little 1/4 inch drive ratchet, and I can just reach up in there. So you can't really see, but I'll show you like from back here, and I'm just doing this completely by feel, right? These things are not tight, so once you get them coming off, you can just do it with your fingers, right, once they're loose, and that's that. So you see my arm just stuck up in here. This is so much easier than using a super long extension. Voila. All right, now I've already done the other side. So, all we have left, get those over there before I lay on them and break them, is the 7 mils under the front. So let's see, we have one, 2, 3, 4, 5 across the front. Oops, sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're gonna flip the camera. 5 across the front, and ones that run back on these little tabs right here. This is really hard to get lights and all these things laying on the ground. But so we're gonna take all these 7 mils out, and this bumper should come off. Let's just hold on with a 10 mil. Ah, look at that. You can just pop this whole thing off now. So just those 2 10 mils. Now, Take these guys out. Voila! Oh, okay. So that does it for the bottom side. Oh, on this passenger wheel well, by the way, there is a harness plug right when you pop off that bottom side right there that runs the entire harness in the bumper. So you just unplug that one plug and then everything will ride with it. So up on the top side, I do believe you have a bunch of push pins and that's it up here, but obviously you can see this one's wrecked, so they're all off and busted. So let's see how this thing comes off, but this is your only attachment on the top side. This is right here down the core support. What is it? There you go. Hung up on that stud a little bit, but it's good. All it was. Looky there. Whew. This is what I've been dying to see. How much stuff got hit under here. So this bumper beam crunched. It's gonna have to come out and get replaced. This foam all smushed. But yeah, so in this case we're gonna put a new bumper on it, but this centerpiece here can be saved. Obviously the fog lights are good. We're gonna have to order a new emblem. No, broke that one in half. All right, up next we are gonna take off this little headlight cover.